gentlemen, welcome to the week 2 of the WBE. This week we have Jack from NerdOut with the 8THHAWLUCHAS and Sierra Dawn repping the Toronto Maple Mews. If you did miss the team builder, it can be found in the description below. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and let's get ready to rumble! Okay, hopping on with a team preview, we can see that Sierra is rocking the Gmax, Cinderace, Dracozolt, Blastoise, Talonflame, Weezing, and Clefairy. It looks like Jack is sticking to the plan. He's decided to lead with his Indeedee and Behemoth. He does have Virizion and Steelix in the back. Let's get into game 1. Okay, and hopping into game 1, Sierra is leading with the Weezing and the Gmax Cinderace. The 8THHAWLUCHAS lead with the Behemoth and the Indeedee. We already know his plan for this. Game 1, Jack is going for Trick Room. The Cinderace is on the field. Nothing on his team can outspeed that. And the Weezing poses no threat to 2 Psychic types. Hopping into the action now, it looks like the Cinderace is going for that Gigantamax. Of course, that Gmax Fireball move ignores all abilities on the field. This is just a team that does not care about abilities. Indeedee doing what it does best, going for the Follow Me. Both Pokemon now have to focus the Indeedee, and the Behemoth should be free to set up Trick Room. Cinderace revealing the Gmax Flutter Bee, bringing the Indeedee down to its sash. We could probably guess that the Cinderace is running U-turn. Also lowers the special attack of both Pokemon. And this is where the sash comes into play. Indeedee living the Flutter Bee, meaning the taunt has to be used on the Indeedee. Behemoth is free to set up the Trick Room. Now speed control is in the 8THHAWLUCHAS' favor. It's turn 2 and the Behemoth has Dynamax. Remember that Behemoth is running a Choice Scarf, but all choice items are nullified while Dynamaxed. The Behemoth has lost the speed boost and may use any of its moves. The Protect comes out from the Weezing, probably predicting the Psychic move or the double expanding force. It also reveals the Payapa Berry, weakening the opponent's Psychic type attacks. Here we see the Max Mindstorm from the Behemoth onto the Weezing, but it does literally no damage. Remember, the Behemoth is -1 from the Max Flutter Bee. Protect was up, and Payapa Berry reduced the damage. Psychic Terrain is now set, and the Expanding Force comes out from the Indeedee. The Weezing is protected, but the Cinderace goes down to approximately 75 HP. Here comes the Max Flutter Bee from the Cinderace once again. Remember, the Weezing is still on the field with that neutralizing gas, so it is not changing type to get that stab boost. Special attack is lowered once again on the Indeedee and Behemoth. And into turn 3, we see the Weezing go for the Sludge Bomb instead of 1 HP. Indeedee taking it down, picking up the free kill. And Behemoth bringing in the Max Mindstorm. Still not quite enough to kill the Weezing, but that just may work in Jack's favor, as Libero is still nullified, meaning the stab boost will not take place. However, the Cinderace goes for Max Flutter Bee once again and finishes off the Behemoth. The 8THHAWLUCHAS bring out the final 2 Pokemon. It is a 2v4 situation in the Maple Mews' favor. However, the newest member of the 8THHAWLUCHAS, the Steelix, is looking extremely strong in this situation. The Trick Room is still up, and the Weezing goes for the Protect to try and preserve itself another round. It protects itself from the high horsepower from the Steelix, which would have definitely finished it off. But the Virizion turns its attention to the Cinderace and takes it out easily with a close combat. Sierra and the Maple Mews send out the shiny Blastoise. And in a misplay by the Toronto Maple Mews, the Blastoise goes for Fake Out in the Psychic Terrain. If we saw a Water Spout or a Muddy Water here, the Steelix would have been in a lot of trouble. The high horsepower misses on the Blastoise, and the Steelix eats a Will-O-Wisp from the Weezing. The Life Orb Leaf Blade comes in from the Virizion. One shot in that beautiful shiny Blastoise, and it is now a 2v2 situation. Out comes the Dracozolt, and Jack has done a very good job at preserving that Weezing, so the Hustle ability is nullified, and the Dracozolt will be dealing less damage. Here we see the Virizion doing the safe play and going for the Protect. The Dracozolt going for the high horsepower, doing less than 50% HP to the Steelix, and the Weezing Sludge Bomb is protected by the Virizion. Steelix going for the iron defense, boosting that defense stat, increasing the power of body press, and reducing the damage from Dracozolt. Here we have Sierra going for the safe play, doing the double protect, avoiding damage from both Pokemon, and letting that burn chip away at the Steelix health. The close combat coming in from the Virizion onto the Dracozolt is not quite enough to take it down though. Virizion getting that second defense drop and that second special defense drop. We see high horsepower once again from the Dracozolt onto the Steelix, doing even less damage than before after that iron defense. And after all those special defense drops, the Weezing picks up the kill on the Virizion. Steelix using body press to pick up the kill on the Dracozolt. We are left with a 1v1 situation. Both Pokemon on very low health. If the Weezing shows the flamethrower here, the victory surely goes in Sierra's favor. It appears the Weezing does not have flamethrower as she goes for the protect once again, allowing the burn to chip away the Steelix. If she hits the triple protect, she may just be able to stall this game out. Sierra goes for the protect again and she hits it. She pulls off the double protect, and Steelix is left doing no damage again and just eating up that burn every turn. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. Will she hit the triple protect? And it fails. Steelix uses the body press, and Jack takes game 1. As we head into game 2, it looks like Jack is going to lead with the same 4 Pokemon as last time. Indeedee and Behemoth in the front, and Steelix and Virizion in the back. Let's see if he can pull off his secret plan. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is game 2, and the Maple Mews decide to switch it up and lead Blastoise and Weezing. This is exactly what Jack had hoped for. He now outspeeds both Pokemon, can go for the side spam, or he could trick the Choice Scarf onto the Weezing. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Blastoise going for the fake out on the Indeedee, and Bahia pulls it off. He goes for the trick straight into the Weezing. The Weezing receives the Choice Scarf. The Behemoth takes the Pineapple Berry, and the Weezing is now locked into Taunt. This man is a genius. If you have not liked this video already, surely that play deserves your like. Hit that subscribe bell with notifications on, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Hopping into turn 2 here, the Indeedee goes for an expanding force into the Blastoise to weaken that water spout, just getting some chip damage. The Weezing is Choice Scarf now, so goes for Taunt again into the Indeedee. We see the weakened water spout coming from the Blastoise. Both Pokemon take that pretty well. This is looking pretty promising for the 8THHAWLUCHAS. Behemoth going for the expanding force into Blastoise again, knowing that keeping the Weezing alive and keeping that neutralizing gas on the field is a very, very good play right now. Both Cinderace and Dracozolt will benefit from their abilities, and while Weezing is on the field, they are definitely easier to face. Now we see the Indeedee going for the expanding force into the Blastoise once again. Sierra choosing to keep that Weezing in because nothing wants to take a double expanding force boosted by terrain. Meanwhile, that Weezing can do nothing but taunt. The Dark Pulse from the Blastoise hits the Behemoth. It lives that quite comfortably, and we see another expanding force finishing off the Blastoise. Out comes the Cinderace, and this thing could definitely be a problem. Okay, so we see Sierra decide to switch out the Weezing. The Psychic Surge takes place, and the terrain comes out. Expanding Force is looking very scary right now. Dracozolt comes onto the field, and it could take some big damage here. Cinderace going for the Gigantamax. Its Libero ability now in play. Cinderace goes for the Max Darkness, changing its typing into Dark type. Expanding Force will not hit it anymore. Indeedee is taken down by the Max Darkness, and the Behemoth special defense drops. But out comes the expanding force from the Behemoth. It does no damage to the Cinderace and takes the Dracozolt down to just 1 HP. The 8THHAWLUCHAS opt to go for Steelix, knowing it can take a hit from both Pokemon. The Steelix Dynamaxes with super effective stab max moves for both Pokemon. I would not want to be in Sierra's position right now. We see the Dracozolt going for Protect, hanging on to what little life it's got left, and the Behemoth is taken out from a Max Darkness from the Cinderace. Max Steel Spike comes out from the Steelix, straight onto the Cinderace, raising its defense once again, increasing the power of Body Press, reducing the damage it's taken from both Pokemon. Virizion takes the field. The 8THHAWLUCHAS once again finding themselves in a 2v3 situation. The Maple Mews deciding to preserve the Dracozolt. Out comes comes the Wheezing, locking the Cinderace into its Dark type. Virizion going for the Protect, expecting to be targeted by the Cinderace, and that is exactly what the Cinderace does. It goes for the max Airstream, 4 times super effective into the Virizion, but because of the Protect, the Virizion can take it. Out comes the max Steel Spike from the Steelix, once again boosting its defense to +2. Looking very, very good in this situation. We know the Wheezing can't touch it, and we know she only has 2 physical attackers left. I don't see how she could deal with the Steelix. The Cinderace loses its G-Max. The Virizion, knowing its only chance to survive this round, goes for the double protect, but it fails. The Pyro Ball comes onto the Steelix. The Occa Berry is revealed, does next to no damage to the Steelix, and the Cinderace goes down to its own life orb. Sludge Bomb from the Wheezing takes out the Virizion for a second turn in a row, but then we see the Max Quake coming in from the Steelix and just obliterating that Wheezing. Out comes the Dracozolt on 1 HP. I don't see how Sierra could possibly win this game. Dracozolt going for the high horsepower, does very, very little damage. Steelix uses Body Press and cleans up game 2. Your week 2 winners and undefeated for the season is the 8THHAWLUCHAS! I gotta stop doing that every time. My voice hurts, man. Once again, real talk at the end of the video. Thank you so much to Sierra for having this battle. It was a lot of fun. Make sure you check her out. Her links are in the description below. If you are enjoying the WBE, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new with notifications on. And I'll see you next weekend. Peace.